Yo, what's going on? What is going on, yo? Day 6, grapes only. And I've been drinking herbal teas a lot more. I've been drinking like 3, 4 times a day. But I am doing it to supplement like me not eating as much grapes. I'm kind of under eating the grapes. I noticed because the grapes are like soft. Like I guess I got a bad batch. So never buying in bulk again. I got to make sure I see the grapes in the vine and make sure the stem is green. And then after this, I'm gonna start getting like organic too. Really start stepping on my shit, man. So that's pretty much it though. I got me a nice tea. I'm letting it just sit and cool. You know what I'm saying? Nettle seed, cleavers, dandelion, gravel root, horsetail, parsley, a whole lot of shit. But yeah, that's what's been going on. So, but I just wanted to say, like, man, like most people don't know what good health looks like, even if it were to have a gun to their head, man. Because, like, when you're on this journey, a lot of people will say shit about you. They'll tell you this and that. But you got to understand, like, are they where you want to be in life in terms of health and wellness? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't take their advice, right? Again, like being like fruitarian is not as simple as just eating just fruit. You're going to go through a lot of trials and tribulations separating yourself from the masses. And you have to be mentally and spiritually prepared for that. You will, especially transition over, you will get temptations. It will happen. And most people will fall into them. Only people that don't fall back into temptations are people who like will literally die if they eat that bullshit again, or literally came from like a near death and fruit saved their fucking life or some shit. But regular people, you will fall into temptation and that will happen. But like you got to understand like what you're doing this for, because people on this journey will stop at nothing to throw you off your square and put your mind in disarray. But you got to understand, they don't know what health is. Like if you haven't done like a only fruit for like a long period of time, only juice for a long period of time, extended water fasting, like you know, even extended dry fasting, that's because that's advanced as shit. If you can do that, you're pretty up there. If you haven't done any of that, like you don't know what health is. You wouldn't know what good health is. Like you haven't even understood what's at the other side of like eating dead animals every day, 3 times a day, and being chronically constipated, stinking because the animal flesh is mixed with starches and other shit. The acids are just mixing with everything. Digestion is fucked up. It sits in your intestines, and then it just rots, and then it hardens, and then it just sits in there, and then it just keeps hardening and hardening until years later you have fucking cancer or something, colon cancer, or some shit like that. Like you have some sort of disease, and it's sad because people will always say, like, you on this journey, they'll be like, oh, you need a blood test. Oh, your organs are going to shut down. Rada. Yet, you look at them, they're overweight, eating fast food, and take, like, medication every day, and like, fucking just in terrible health and hate their fucking life. Why would I take advice from somebody like that? You get what I'm saying? And when you really look at it from the outside in, they just look so stupid. Like you just look at them and you feel bad. Like what are you talking about? Like, for example, right? Like eating fruit or just going vegan, raw vegan, Motherfuckers will use any single thing that's going with you and blame it on your diet. Like even if you like and they don't understand detoxification at all, but they just take like any single thing you cough, you fucking cough. They like, oh yeah, it's that diet. Let a nigga have a stroke or a heart attack, it's like, oh, that's, it runs in the family. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Let a nigga have diabetes, get their foot cut off, go blind because of glaucoma, mucus in the eyes. Man. But it's an unfortunate series of events that, like, it even has to, like, it's even just like that for people like us, eating healthy, eating real food, raw fruits and vegetables, just fruit, or just eating plant-based, like. And it's sad, like, oh, you need protein, or you're going to die and wither away, your organs are going to shut down if you don't do this and that and that. You need to get your bloods tested. And blood tests are a scam. They base everything off the standard American who's fucking unhealthy. That's why a motherfucker could have his labs be perfectly fine and still be dying on the inside. Because that shit is a scam, bro. It doesn't tell the whole story. And the numbers are all fucked up. And they draw like 38 gallons of blood, more than they should. So you shouldn't even be getting their blood to them, because you know how them people, they probably sell it and drink that shit. But I digress. Like, this shit, you have to be spiritually ready. And that's why I also say too, like, you gotta respect the transition as well. Like, don't just jump into no shit you don't really feel confident to step into that frequency, right? Like, let's say you see everybody eating fruit, but you know you ain't there yet. That's okay. Just slowly add more fruit to your diet. Add more raw foods. Then, all right, now once you get to all raw, you add more fruit. And then you can start playing around with juice fasting, this and that and that. But you have to take it slow. You gotta take it slow. Or if you transition, if you jump it, you gotta have your shit together. You gotta have your information together. And not only that, bro, you have to set boundaries. You have to set strong boundaries. Like you like being like Fruitarian, like, bro, you don't eat at restaurants unless you're eating at a raw vegan or a vegan spot. Don't eat at restaurants. Like that means not eating with family. You have to deal with that. That's some shit. Like, a lot of people give in at that moment. They like to do all this dumbass shit. Like, oh, they, eat at the restaurants with them. Like, restaurants are fucking nasty. That shit's all contaminated. I wouldn't want to eat a single thing of lettuce or tomato from back there. Shit's contaminated. But like I said, y'all need to set boundaries, hard boundaries. Being a fruitarian will get you closer to truth. And what people don't understand is that it's not only just the truth about how you eat and your health, but it's just the truth about you and like your entire way of being that changes. Your frequency. You literally step into a whole new version of yourself. And that could also come with, open your gut, cleaning out, blood flow to the brain. Your lymph flowing a little better. Like, things are just moving, your organs better. So now you sharper. You got time. Like, you just tapped in more. Like, it's an experience. But people need to understand that, like, that's the shit you gotta expect coming into this game, and not a lot of people are built for it. Some people will never become fruitarian. They're not built for that shit. Like, some fruitarian, like, some people, will never get there. It just won't happen. It's a frequency. And it's okay to not be fruitarian. I'd rather people, have some mental stability eating lettuce. If they feel like lettuce is necessary for their well-being, eat lettuce. Feel like chickpeas and whatever cooked sweet potato is necessary for your, eat it. Because it's all in your mind anyways. Like, if that's how you feel, then just go with that shit. Now, obviously, with discernment, but your discernment has to change because your flesh eating discernment is terrible. And you craving cheese and animal secretions, that's not normal, nor is craving dead flesh. So, but that's my spiel for today. I'm about to drink my tea. I think it's steeped enough. And yeah, let me know what y'all think. I'm out of here.